folks, how's it going? My name is Jessica and I'm here to do a cross stitch update video. I haven't done an update video on YouTube before, but I just decided to show YouTube my cross stitch updates. I like seeing other people's progress, and so I thought I'd share my own. Like I said, my name is Jessica. I typically go by Jess or Jessie. And I have been stitching for about 6 months now, so not terribly long, but long enough that I have a ton of projects on the go. I think I have 7 right now, with only about 4 of them that are really active works in progress, but nevertheless 7 projects. One of them I can't show you, unfortunately, because it is a gift for somebody who may see this video, and I'd rather she not see it until she actually sees the finished piece. But it's a pretty quick project, and so once I finish it, I'll be sure to show you. So I'm going to try to make this a pretty quick video because I've taped this before and it's taken 20, 25, 30 minutes, and that's, you know, I can ramble. There I am doing it again. And so I'll try to make this a quick update. So the first project that I have, this is actually my most recent start, and I'll go ahead and show it and then I'll talk about it. And it's this right here. It's a pretty simple design. This is from Chatelaine, and it's one of her free designs. I hope I'm saying Chatelaine right. I'm not really quite sure. And this is stitched on, it's over 2 on, I think it's 32 count antique white Belfast linen. And I'm really enjoying this project. I want to do a full-size Chatelaine design, but I'm going to need to probably, you know, fill up my piggy bank first, because they typically tend to be pretty expensive designs, and they typically incorporate lots of specialty threads and Swarovski crystals and that sort of a thing, so I will need to save up a little bit to start one of those. But in the meantime, this one is keeping me very happy, and I'll just quickly show it again. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to work on, and I can't wait to see it finished. And so that should probably happen between now and my next update, I should think. The next one I have to show is one that I haven't worked on in a really long time, and I'm not really quite exactly sure why that is. But it is going to say, and it doesn't right now obviously, it's going to say "Oh Sweet Home." Oh Sweet Home. Okay, let's try this again. It's going to be "Home Sweet Home," and it is from a kit by Anchor, and it's just a simple design. It's on 18 count cream Aida, and I typically don't like to work on Aida because the stitches tend to lay a little flat rather than pop out really, but nevertheless that's what this one's on, and I think it works actually pretty well. I think the colors are phenomenal. I really like the soft colors of the threads and that sort of a thing. This one is I'm going to turn it into a key rack that we can have near our front door, so we can hang our keys and the dog's leash and that sort of a thing. And this one, once I pick it back up, will be a very quick finish, so maybe I will try to make that my my goal for this month. We will see if I actually get to that. So maybe. The next one I have is a little bit embarrassing. This was meant to be a card for my aunt for her birthday, and her birthday was May 31st. And I would have had it finished if I had focused on it a little bit more, but I didn't. I was distracted by a couple of other gifts and personal projects and that sort of a thing. But nevertheless, here's what I've got to show. And as you can tell, it's mostly done. I just have a little bit to finish up here, and then there's back stitching throughout the design. Almost every petal and every leaf and every aspect of this design is back stitched, outlined, and that sort of a thing. So I have a little bit of work to do, but not a whole lot, and then I hope to send that off, and maybe it'll just be a I don't know, happy start to the school year or something gift, because she works in education. So this one I'm hoping to finish soon. Again, it's been a slow work in progress. Oh, the fabric, I meant to mention that. If you look at it, it looks discolored, and it is, but that's on purpose. This is an 18 count smoky white Aida, and I'm not really quite sure on my fabric choice there, but nevertheless, that's what I picked out, and that's what I had in my, that's an extra piece of fabric that I had, so that's why it's on that. And this is also, it's a free design. I'll be sure to link in the description where I got it from. They have a lot of free designs on that site, so you can go check it out. And then my next ones are, they're larger projects and they're going to stay on the frames. I'm not going to take the fabric off just because I like to have them centered. And two of them are on scroll frames, which is kind of a hard, it's difficult to get it just right. So we'll just leave them on the frames and I guess you guys won't care. So the first one I have is the Woodland Creatures Sampler by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. And I really, really, really enjoy this piece. I'm currently in the phase where, you know, the last couple of months are slowly winding down. We're getting near the finish, and which is scary, isn't it? We're getting near the end of the year. Anyway, I'm trying to think of what to do with it when I'm done, because it's not really something that I'm going to frame and hang in my house, but it's not really something I can give as a gift. So if you're working on this project, or if you were, what would you do with this piece? What would you do with it? Would you, I don't even know what you would do with this. I really enjoy stitching it, and so that's mainly the reason that I'm working on it, because I enjoy the piece, and it's beautiful, and I like the color scheme and that sort of a thing. I like that it's kind of a mystery, and so you wait for the next piece to come out, and so I'm really enjoying it. I wonder what I should do with it when it's done, because I don't want to stick it in a box and let it sit there for the rest of eternity, but, you know, I'm not sure what to do. So if you have any ideas, be sure to leave a comment below and help me out here. In the meantime, so what we've done, or what I've done rather, I started this pretty late, so I started it, I think, in March, and I had these two done by the end of April, and then March through July I finished in the first 2 weeks of July. I got really behind because this one caused me some serious frogging issues, and so I was able to do these 5 blocks. Yeah, 5 blocks pretty quickly. And like I said, the color scheme's pretty great. I hope you can see it in this light. They're really vibrant colors, and they look really nice on the fabric. Speaking of which, the fabric is a 28 count tea-dyed Monaco, and this is stitched over 2, which I think it makes the design look really nice, and I'm really happy with their designs, and I look forward to doing more of theirs in the future. I actually signed up to do the summer sampler by them, and never really got it together to work along with everybody else on it, but I have the pattern nevertheless, and so I may work on that sometime in the future, but, you know, who knows. The next 2 I have are both from Heaven and Earth Designs, and they, if you don't know, they're big tapestry style designs. They are huge, and they're a labor of love. They can take years to finish. The 2 that I'm working on are both smalls. I also have a large one that's in my stash, but I haven't started it yet. And these are over 60,000 stitches a piece. So they're pretty big, and even on the larger count fabrics that they're on, they're still, you know, pretty large pictures. And so I'll just, before I ramble on and on about Heaven and Earth Designs, I'll just show the 2 that I've got going on. And so this is Autumn Owl by Anya Kai, charted by Heaven and Earth, obviously. And this one is 65,000 stitches. And this one, it will depict an owl, like a cute little owl, and she's I'm assuming it's a sheep, holding a Starbucks cup. And I think it's really cute, and I like the colors on it, and it's kind of fun and whimsy, and so I am intending on finishing this one and then framing it for my own personal use and viewing. This is also on 28 count tea-dyed Monaco. I just, when I bought the fabric for the Woodland Creature Sampler, I accidentally bought 2. So that's what I use this fabric for. And then the next one I started back in March, and this was my learning piece. So before I started working on this one, I had only worked on Aida, and they were simple designs. The thread count was no higher than 18. So this was quite a learning piece. And so I'm just going to show what I've got done and then talk about it. There you go. So that's my Mini Pearl by Rachel Anderson. Rachel Anderson has a whole series of birthstones. I chose Pearl just because I like the color scheme. Pearl really has no relevance for me. But like I said, I like the color scheme, so that's why I picked that one. I started it back in March, and it's taken me a long time to get those 2 pages done. She'll be 12 pages about by the time she's done over 75,000 stitches. And that is on, I believe, 25 count antique white Lugana. And with that piece, I've learned that cross-country stitching does me no good because it pulls the fabric, and I'm a big fan of parking, and I work each page in columns, so I have this sort of ripple effect when things get really confetti heavy, but I think that over time that will fade away, and once I get to the finishing process, that will be that. I'd like to have her framed professionally because, like I said, she's a labor of love, and I think I may finish her by this time next year, which is, you know, like a deadline of next year. That just, you know, adds to the relevancy of it being a complicated project. But I'm okay with that. I stitch for myself and I stitch for enjoyment, and so I'm okay if it's going to take a while. And I am looking forward to seeing it come further to life. So yeah, so those are all of my projects that I currently have going, with the exception of the one I can't show you. I am an avid cross stitcher. I stitch as often as I can, and I'm really a big fan of this craft, and I'm really happy to have discovered it. So I look forward to posting another video, an update video. I may do another one in a couple weeks or so, depending on what sort of progress I make. As far as, like, I know that some people have done stitching area videos and stash videos and that sort of a thing. Once I get more organized as far as what I'm going to do for my stitching area and how I have my projects, I will definitely do one of those videos. But right now it's just sort of chaos that only I understand. So so that will be somewhere down the line. So yeah, like I said, if you have any ideas for me for what to do with the Woodland Creature Sampler once it's finished, be sure to let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of my projects and my progress, and be sure to link me to your cross-stitch videos because I really enjoy watching them. I like seeing people's updates. I'm also going to leave a link in the description for my cross-stitch blog. I'm a lot better at blogging because I tend to get rambly when I'm speaking. So I make regular updates on my blog, and so I'll leave a link to that so that you can watch my more regular updates and maybe see some of my stash and that sort of a thing. So be sure to check that out. And yeah, so I guess I will see you guys next time. All right, bye.